The 6 global business models that dominate industries. Do you know that almost every billion-dollar company in the world is operating under just 6 core business models? Not 60, not 600, 6. Amazon, Apple, Coca-Cola, Netflix, Uber, Tesla, Alibaba. Different industries, different countries, different cultures, but underneath, the same structural patterns. Tonight, inside Real World Business School, we are going to pull back the curtain. Because once you understand these 6 global models, you will never look at business the same way again. And more importantly, you will know which model to build. Welcome to class. Most entrepreneurs fail not because they lack passion. They fail because they copy products instead of understanding structure. Harvard doesn't teach start a business. They teach structure. They teach economic engines. They teach model architecture. A product is visible. A business model is invisible. A product makes money. A model prints wealth. Let me give you an example. 2 companies sell shoes. One sells directly in stores. The other builds a marketplace platform and collects commission from thousands of shoe sellers. Same product category, different model. One scales slowly, one dominates globally. If you understand this difference, you are no longer a hustler. You are a strategist. Model 1, the product manufacturing model. Definition: make a product, sell the product, earn margin. It sounds almost primitive in its simplicity, and yet it built the modern world. Steel empires, automobile giants, global food conglomerates, oil, cement, pharmaceuticals, civilization scaled on this model. But do not be deceived by its simplicity. This model is not about making something, it is about controlling the means of production, the architecture of manufacturing power. When you study companies like Coca-Cola, Toyota, Nestle, you are not studying beverages, cars, or chocolate. You are studying operational empires. These companies do 3 things exceptionally well. 1, they control inputs, raw materials, ingredients, components. 2, they optimize production systems, lean manufacturing, 6 Sigma, process engineering. 3, they master distribution logistics, warehouses, fleet systems, retail partnerships. This is vertical integration thinking. And if you control production, you control cost. If you control cost, you control margin. If you control margin, you control survival. The economic engine. The manufacturing model runs on one core equation: revenue minus cost of goods sold equals gross margin. Everything becomes a game of procurement efficiency, scale economics, cost per unit reduction, volume expansion. The bigger you get, the cheaper you produce. The cheaper you produce, the more aggressively you price. The more aggressively you price, the more competitors collapse. That is industrial domination. The strengths. This model gives you operational control, brand visibility in physical markets, barrier to entry through capital requirements, predictable unit economics at scale. It is tangible. It is defendable. It is powerful. The weaknesses. But here's the truth. Business schools don't romanticize. Manufacturing is heavy. It requires large upfront capital, equipment, inventory financing, supply chain stability, working capital discipline. If demand drops, you still carry overhead. If raw material costs rise, your margin compresses. If inventory expires, you bleed. This is a margin game. And margin games require discipline. Strategic reflection for emerging markets. And if you are building in Africa, food processing, cosmetics, packaged goods, Fashion production, this model can create wealth. But you must think like an operator, not a dreamer. Your competitive edge will not be creativity. It will be cost control. In manufacturing, strategy is math. Model 2. The franchise model. Now scale becomes intelligent. Instead of building 100 branches with your money, you build one powerful system. Then let others pay to replicate it. The psychology of franchising. Franchising is not about selling burgers. It is about selling certainty. Consider McDonald's, KFC, Marriott International. These companies do not primarily expand by owning everything. They expand by licensing their operational DNA. The structural breakdown. When franchise headquarters provides brand identity, operating manuals, training systems, supply chain partnerships, quality control standards. The franchisee provides capital, local knowledge, day-to-day management, risk absorption. The genius? Scale without balance sheet explosion. Financial mechanics. Revenue flows to headquarters through franchise fees, royalties, percentage of revenue, supply chain markups, real estate control. In some cases, this creates asset-light expansion. You multiply locations, but others carry most operational burden. The hidden requirement. Franchising only works if your systems are replicable. If your success depends on your personality, charisma, or daily presence, you cannot franchise. You must first convert your business into manuals, checklists, training programs, standard operating procedures. Only then can it scale. Franchising is systemization turned into expansion. Model 3, the platform model. Now we move into modern economic warfare. This is where trillion-dollar companies are born. A platform does not primarily produce, it connects. The structural revolution. Look at Amazon, Uber, Alibaba Group. Uber owns no cars. Alibaba owns minimal inventory. Amazon increasingly operates as marketplace infrastructure. They don't sell products. They facilitate exchange. Network effects explained. A platform grows stronger as more users join. More buyers attract more sellers. More sellers attract more buyers. That feedback loop creates defensibility. This is called a network effect. And once critical mass is achieved, the market tilts. Competitors struggle. Users resist leaving. Revenue model. Platforms earn through transaction commissions, listing fees, advertising, data monetization. This is scalable infrastructure economics. Risks. But this model is brutal. It is winner takes most. It requires heavy early investment, technology, trust building, liquidity, regulatory navigation. But if executed well, it dominates industries. Model 4, the subscription model. Predictability, recurring revenue, stability. Instead of selling once, you build continuity. Examples: Netflix, Spotify, Adobe. The mindset shift is powerful. You stop chasing one-time transactions. You focus on retention metrics, churn rate, customer lifetime value, monthly recurring revenue, engagement frequency. Subscription businesses optimize for loyalty because predictability increases valuation. Investors love recurring revenue. It reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty is risk. Model 5, the licensing model. This is intellectual leverage. Own an idea. Monetize it repeatedly. Consider Disney, Microsoft. Disney monetizes characters across movies, merchandise, theme parks, TV licensing deals. Microsoft licenses software at massive scale. Licensing converts creativity into annuity streams. Low production burden, high margin, but it requires legal protection, strong brand, defensible intellectual property, Model 6, the ecosystem model. This is strategic sophistication. An ecosystem integrates multiple products into one interconnected environment. Example, Apple incorporated iPhone connects to MacBook. MacBook connects to iCloud. iCloud connects to Apple services. Each product reinforces the other. Switching becomes painful. Convenience becomes loyalty. Loyalty becomes domination. This is long-term retention architecture, not just sales, not just transactions. Structural captivity through value integration. How to choose your model. The world does not reward effort, it rewards structure. And now you understand the 6 global models that quietly dominate industries. The question is, which one will you build? If this video expanded your thinking, subscribe to Real World Business School. Because this channel is not for spectators. It is for architects. Like this video. Share it with someone who thinks they understand business. And let's test that assumption. And if you want deeper breakdowns, premium case studies, and advanced strategic thinking, stay connected. This is just the beginning. Final tone shift, calm authority. Welcome to Real World Business School, where we don't chase money. We design systems that produce it. I'll see you in the next lecture.